Welcome to the Transform Sales Podcast, where forward-thinking business leaders come to share their experiences and ideas, learn from each other, and amplify their results together.
The Sales Software Reviews podcast is a fun tech show about all the tools that help people sell stuff better. We talk to leaders of software brands about what's good or not so good about their products so you can get the info you need to pick the best tool for your company. Today, we have Simo how do you say your last name?
Lemhandez. I know it's hard to pronounce. No worries.
Lemhandez. As an American, it's like it's confusing. I'm sure it's easier.
European names fancy from time to time.
So Simo here is from Folk. It's an intelligent CRM. But I will let Simo introduce himself, talk about his product, and we can continue from there. Go for it.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me, Alain. It's a great pleasure to discuss with you. And congrats for all what you have been doing with CloudTask, democratizing, say, access to reviews and to reviews about software is an important thing, given that we have so many choices and that we need to find the right way, the right information to find the right software. So thanks for that. I'm Simo. I'm one of the co-founders of Folk. Folk is basically an all-in-one CRM. Like when you think about it, and when we started this company, like I really had the same feeling that you had probably with taxis in 2008. There were so many taxis, but the NPS were so low. Basically, all people were complaining about taxis, but they were still using them massively because there was like no alternatives, basically. And I really have the same feeling with CRM. Basically, CRM is probably the largest SaaS category. Everyone like uses CRM. Every company has a CRM, but people hate them. NPS is so low, and so we just bring some simplicity, customization, and all-in-one aspect into like this, let's say, very fragmented, complex universe of CRMs.
Okay. Cool. So like with that said, what types of buyers do you serve best with, with Folk?
Yeah, so basically, just imagine if you could manage all your lead, client, prospect, candidate, investors, whatever type of relationship, all in one place, and you didn't have to bundle a million of tools like email campaigns, like sourcing tools, like pipeline builder, and so on. You just have all it in one place. That's the value proposition of Folk, and the people that are, I'd say, benefiting the most from this value proposition are, I'd say, SMEs, SMBs, basically. So agencies, recruiting firms, startups. So basically firms from 1 people to like 100 people that just need a high level of flexibility of customization in order to manage their relationships, and for whom relationships are basically the core of their job.
Oh, cool. So like, you're talking about this being, the next like CRM. Like you're looking to making a CRM that's just easier to use than the other ones that are out there. So like with that said, how exactly does that happen? Like what does your software help users do that they couldn't do before Folk?
Yeah, basically just like when you talk to people that need to manage relationships, like client, lead, prospect, investors, candidates, whatever, they basically have 2 options. Either they go for like a spreadsheet, like Excel or like Google Sheet, and it's basically good because this software is simple, but it's a mess. It's not connected to anything, and the day after you build the spreadsheet, it's already outdated. Or you buy a CRM like a HubSpot or a Salesforce, and you have like a machinery, a complex things to manage. You need to hire a consultant in order to get it up and running. And whenever you need to change something new, you need to hire that consultant again. So why not having, I'd say, the simplicity of a spreadsheet, but connected to all your ecosystem of communication sources. So that's what we are bringing to the market. Like we are powerful like a CRM, but easy to use and simple as all the spreadsheet that you do know, like the Airtable and Google Sheets of this world.
Awesome. So like if let's say I were a user of Folk, how would I measure my success with your platform?
So there are, I'd say, some mid-term and short-term way to measure success. Basically, you will it's like more cost effective than existing solution. You should measure it by productivity, like time you spend manually updating your CRM if you have one, and basically in terms of, I'd say, data consistency, like having your data centralized in one place and not having duplicate or lost data, which is very harmful to business. But on the longer term, I'd say the benefit is even more important. It's basically letting you as a business build better relationship that will benefit your business. Better, I'd say, customer relationship, better, I'd say, partner relationship, better candidate relationship. Because that's the way we do business. Business is a relationship game, and we are the software to help you build better relationships.
Okay. So, like with that said, you mind showing us what Folk looks like, how it operates, giving us a demo?
Absolutely. Let me share my screen. So basically, it's quite simple. I'd say when you land on Folk, you you land on a workspace. This workspace will have the name of your team, basically. So Acme Inc. being an example. On this workspace, you can create as many categories as you want that are categories of contact that you want to interact with or that matter to your business, like client, prospect, candidate, leads, community, whatever. You can create as many of these groups as you want. And when creating a new one, you'll be starting from scratch or starting from a template that we do suggest that help you build it the right way, like fundraising tracker or like application tracking system or prospect pipeline, whatever. This group, you'll have the option to choose with whom you'll be sharing them or not sharing them by clicking on the share button there. Like you can choose for each member of your team to give them access or not, given their contact are like really important data and that you want to manage like permissions basically. When in a group, one of the first pain of traditional CRM is that they are really manual to update. It takes a lot of time just to keep them up to date. And basically, we have built solution in order to make that different. You can go on like any LinkedIn profile on this list, like let's say this guy, and instead of copy pasting his data manually, if you have to make it in your CRM, you can just use our Chrome extension, and I'll get all the data for that person flowing directly into my CRM. This extension that I've been showing you not only works on LinkedIn, it also works on sales navigators, on Twitter, on Instagram, on TikTok, on Gmail, on whatever platform you might be using to interact with your contact, where you can just pick them in a click and import them directly in your CRM. And you also have other options to, let's say, centralize data in your CRM. You can obviously import a file. You can add custom integration. We do offer like some options, some templates here, like importing contact from Typeform, from Calendly, or from Webflow. And the fourth option to add contact on top of the Chrome extension, importing a file in a custom integration, is basically connecting your Google or Microsoft account. And whenever you're discussing with someone by email, on interacting with them through your calendar, they will be imported in real time. And you will be able to search for them, for example, founders, and add them directly in the CRM. So it's really powerful, basically, to synchronize data in one place. I'll just stop there and see if you have any question first.
This this is honestly the simplest CRM I've ever seen. I yeah, I mean, I like it. I do have one question about integrations.
Yeah.
So, I see that you integrate into email. I see you integrate into someone's calendar. When it comes to integrations, like how far can you go there? Because a lot of CRMs, like where they have a lot of value is like they have, you can send an email from there, you can do a good number of things, you can like manage marketing and stuff like that. I was wondering, do you guys have anything like that?
So absolutely, we strive for simplicity, but simplicity comes also with integration, making sure all your data is in one place. So we absolutely offer the ways to do email campaigns from Folk, and we are also connected with Zapier, so you can import any type of data. Like Zapier offer 5,000 integration that you can use Zapier as a platform in order to bring the data from any of the 5,000 integration directly to Folk. So indeed, integration is a big focus of ours.
All right. I mean, that was the question I had. So like something like this, so simple, so easy to use, what would something like this cost?
So basically, we are the pricing is fairly, I'd say, competitive. If you go on Folk Data app and it's obviously transparent, we offer two type of plans, and it starts at like $19 per seat per month, which is, to be honest, a really good bargain that I recommend having a look at.
Nice, nice. So with that said, do you have any questions for me?
So I might add there are on top of the two elements that I added, a few other important elements. I'd say basically you can customize the database the way you want, adding tags, status, assigning an owner. You can create as many fields as you want in order really to customize the CRM to suit your needs. On top of this, I'd say additional fields. You have some what we call smart fields that are automatically calculated, like the total number of interaction or like the last interaction date that will let you learn better how you're doing with each relationships basically. And this is based on all your interaction across all software. And I'd say that on top of that, we have some AI based fields. For example, instead of looking manually for like the HQ of these companies, I will just ask the AI to do it for me, and it will basically browse the web and use, I'd say, GPT-based models in order to find the HQ of these companies for you. So it takes a few seconds, but you can basically do whatever you want with this AI-based generation model. I will do also the same for this email that I have pre-generated. As you can see, it has found like the location for me automatically. Like Figma is based in San Francisco, SumUp is in London, Behance is in New York, and so on. So I don't have to do this manually. How it works, you can edit the prompt behind each column by using other columns. And this is really powerful. And here, for example, I have asked it to like create a custom email for each contact. And for example, for Karine, as she's speaking French, the email has been in French. And these emails, I can reuse them basically. So I can select all these people and message them and reuse all the variables that I have in the system in order to send emails, but that will be customized. Like first name, nice to meet you, for example, nice to meet you. Or I can just start from a template that I have already pre-saved in order for it to be faster for me. And before sending the email, I can just like review the message that will take into account variables for each contact, just to make sure they are formatted the right way and so on. And after that, after sending it, I won't do it now, but you can review all the campaigns that will be consolidated in a page named messages, and including the ones that has been sent with precise analytics, like what has been delivered, read, unread, clicked, not clicked, and so on. And you can take action on that if you need to, basically. And I'll just finish on that, but you can also build like custom pipeline for you and your team where you'll have like the, let's say, sum of the revenue for each column. You can customize the pipelines, the column, whatever you want. And if you need more info on each contact, you can just click on it. Basically, on the left, you'll have like basic information that we already have in the table. And on the right, deeper information, like all the email, the calendar events, whatever you want, notes that you can take in order to like remind yourself of what you'd say with a contact, or like mention someone of your team, and reminders if you want to remind yourself to do something at a certain date with a contact. Yeah, I'll keep it simple, but that's the way it works. It's like a really lightweight CRM, but that you can adapt to your needs in order to build better relationships.
Awesome. So with that said, if you are interested in Folk App, you're an SME, and you are looking for a CRM, you're probably using Google Sheets or like Excel, but you know you need to upgrade to an official CRM system in order to be more organized. I highly recommend checking out Folk. I'm sure Simo agrees with me. You can find Folk by either searching on LinkedIn. You can message Simo Lemhandez, Lemhandez,
Lemhandez. Exactly.
Lemhandez, or you can find Folk directly by clicking on the link below. Thanks. Thanks
Thanks.
for coming on, Simo.
It was a pleasure.